Hi guys, welcome back to the Sam and Billie show. But today we have a special guest. Actually, you are going to be a host with me, aren't you?
Host, yeah. I'm filling in for Billie while she's on maternity leave.
The Sam and Paul show today. So Billie's on maternity leave. I can update you, she still hasn't gone into labour yet. So she hasn't had a baby yet. So we are taking over for the foreseeable.
Foreseeable, yeah?
Well, we'll see how you get on. Are you excited about this today?
I am, yeah.
Do you know what, actually? Remember last time when it was right in the early days when we started this, you and Greg came on the show. Do you remember? And I asked you...
That was when we filmed it in
the studio.
Yeah.
And we asked you, have you ever listened to one of our episodes? And you said no. Have you listened since then to any of our episodes?
I haven't listened to a full one. I just see the snippets, previews, Instagram, promotions.
That's not great support right there, is it?
Busy.
Will you listen to this one?
No, because I won't want to listen to my voice back.
You know what's really funny, guys? When we used to film for the Mummy Diaries, Paul would never, ever watch any of the episodes back.
They're not watching it.
And sometimes the kids would like to put it on in the background just so they can watch it. And the kids would like to watch it and so would I. And then Paul would be like, I can't even have it on in the background. I can't hear my own voice.
It's a peculiar thing, isn't it?
It is. I don't care who, well, I guess some people do, but who likes the sound of their own voice? Like when I hear it back, I think it doesn't even sound like me.
No.
Do I sound like that?
But I hear that voice, so it's different when you listen to your own voice back. It's different when you listen to someone else.
When I film me with Edward, like laughing and giggling and singing and stuff like that, and if I talking to Edward rather, and if I listen back to them videos, I think, oh, it's so annoying. Don't even sound good. But yeah, so how do I introduce you? Boyfriend, partner, baby daddy?
All of the above, I should imagine.
All of the above.
Fantastic person. Great
An
person.
all-round great guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what we should talk about, actually? Our morning routine, because I feel like this is a podcast, obviously, and we have quite a lot of female listeners that have children, so I think it'd be quite interesting for people to know what we get up to in the mornings.
Our morning routine, getting the kids out of the door, you mean?
Getting the kids out the door. So it is actually Monday morning, guys, today. So we're recording this on a Monday morning. It's 10 o'clock. We've just got Edward to sleep, which was perfect timing, really, because we've got like an hour to do this, maybe a bit less, before Edward wakes up. So I get up at like 6:30, 6:45. I come downstairs. I get Rosie's little lunchbox thing ready. Paul, they both have hot dinners, but Rosie has this like fruit snack, doesn't she, in the morning? Get that ready, get their breakfast or their cereals out ready to go. And then I go back up and I always wake you up around about 7, 10 past 7. But we have to leave, or Paul, we have to leave at like, what would you say, 10 to?
8 o'clock the latest.
8 o'clock the latest. But Paul does 99% of the time you do the school runs, don't you? I will give that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always just like a mad rush in the morning.
Of course, and especially Monday morning when you've got to pack and memorise everything that they've got to bring in for the week.
That's it. And then we always get these, I always get these, I'm in all the group chats, Paul's not, although you might as well be, because when they send all the stuff over, I just forward it to you, don't I?
Yeah. I
go, Paul, Rosie. But like this morning, there was like a swimathon. There's always something, isn't there?
Paddock this week for Rosie.
Paddock, swimathons. Oh, and don't forget to bring in your money. But I didn't even get the sponsorship form, did you? Did you give her any?
I probably sent it ages ago.
Anyway, so that's our morning, and Paul drops into school. Most of the time, he's probably like the last 5 drop off.
No.
Really?
Never. Not last 5. I'm not that late.
Really? I always feel like you get there.
But the problem is...
Skin of your teeth.
No, I don't. But I have to do 2 drops. So Rosie's 1 drop, and it's after Paul. So if I get there too early, I'm then too early to drop Rosie off.
Yes, that's our Monday, that's our morning
routine.
And then obviously I would be doing this usually with Billie, but Paul's come straight home to do it with me, haven't you, darling?
Yeah, straight back from the school run.
Straight back from the school run.
Straight into this.
So tell us a little bit about you.
What do you mean a little bit about me?
How's your weekend been? Me and Billie always talk about our weekends, but we spent our whole weekend together, so...
Who did?
Us. Me and you.
Oh, right.
But what I'm saying is me and Billie usually catch up on the week.
Oh,
what
I
we've been
see.
up to,
Right, what you've done the weekend.
We spend all of our time together.
Yeah.
Realistically, we do.
So our weekend was jam-packed.
Yeah. Tell the listeners.
Little Miss Surrey Cobham here turned on the Christmas lights in Cobham.
Oh yeah, guys, because the guys knew I was doing this.
Right.
I told them that I'd been asked to do it, and then I discussed it with Billie, and then obviously it happened on Saturday. No, Friday. Friday. And I didn't realise it was going to be that busy.
Neither did I.
It was packed, and I also didn't realise that I was going to have to speak. So we had all our friends were there, wasn't they, to support. Anyway, I thought it was literally going up on the stage, pushing the plunger, what would you call it, the big button, whatever it is, and then the lights come on. But actually, we all stood up there. It was me, the mayor, and then there was that rugby legend.
Mike Jones.
Yeah, and then was there someone else? I can't remember. But anyway, Rosie came up with me. It was quite cute. She was like, I want to go on the stage. Yeah. So we went up there, and then the guy with the microphone that was hosting went down the line and was asking like everyone all these questions, and I was like, oh no, I really didn't want to do that.
He got it all wrong as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Anyway, but it was a great turnout, and it was great, and the kids. And then when we turned the lights on, there was all this like confetti and snow and everything. The kids loved it. It was really sweet, actually. And then that was also the same night as the England game for the World Cup.
USA. So there was a big rush for me to get out of
So
there.
Paul was completely clucking, as you could imagine. So the light switch on was at 6:30, which was actually delayed. So by the time because I went, walk us to the restaurant, because a few of my friends and the kids went to a restaurant in the high street, and the boys were going to the pub down the road to watch the football. Anyway, so we've all got into the restaurant. We're like sort of, yeah, that was great. Let's get a little drink. And Paul is literally pacing, thinking, get me out of here. It is...
The game's already kicked off.
I think it was 7:10.
No, it was 3 minutes past.
3 minutes past 7, you could imagine. It was like, I'm pacing around. I was like, why don't you just go then? And you was waiting, like everyone was just flapping, wasn't they? But anyway, so then the boys went to the pub. Us girls stayed at the restaurant, and we met you at the pub after, but... I mean, was it a crap game? I didn't even watch it.
It was actually really boring. The kids had a nice time because we got something to eat and we just was chatting. And...
Kids, Paul, he took the easy one, and I had Edward and Rosie. Obviously, Rosie's with her little friend, so it's fine. But Edward was awake the whole meal and just wanted to stand on my legs.
When I left, he was fully asleep.
As soon as you left, obviously that always happens. Bing, wide awake. Yeah. And the thing is, Sharon, who is our friend, she's really good. Like, she'll take him whilst I was eating, and we were sort of doing back and forth. But when you're not there, I'd rather you do that, because then I feel bad. But Edward's at that age now where he's not sleeping all the time, but he doesn't really sit in the high chair properly for long enough. So he was just standing on my legs, doing this like back and forward. What he does.
Wants to be involved, doesn't he?
Really wants to be involved. And I actually think Edward really looks like you.
Yeah, I do as well.
At the moment, I feel like Edward is the image of Paul. It's like a mini me, isn't it? I do see me in him sometimes. I think when he smiles, he's like me. But actually, look-wise...
He's like me.
Little cutie. He's cute. So then what else happened on our weekend? And then yesterday we went for Sunday lunch with friends in a local pub. And then I went reef making.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was really nice. Oh, I haven't shot. It's in the boot.
You didn't get it out yet?
No. Have you seen it?
Is it real?
It's real.
Oh, so it's good that it's out in the cold.
Have you seen it?
No, shall I put it on the door later?
Yes, please.
Put a little now in.
I think we need to put some lights on it. Wait, I can show you a picture, and then I'll show the screen. So if anyone's listening to this on YouTube... Right, look, there's my one. Look there, see that?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like it? Here, guys. There it is. I'll put the red velvet bow, because we're quite traditional, aren't we?
Red, gold and
green.
Red,
gold and green is our Christmas colours. Every year, though, I can't help myself but to buy some more baubles.
I see all the time.
Have you seen the new ones that I brought the other day?
I've seen them.
I just can't help myself. Actually, today is really exciting because we're getting into the garage...
Getting it all out.
Getting all the Christmas bits out, aren't we?
I told the kids when I dropped them at school as well, and they was like, oh, when we get home, can we help?
Yeah,
they love it, don't
they? Sorry, going back to the World Cup. So there is actually a question on here about how much has the World Cup consumed our household. It has officially consume the household. So all day, every day, it's just all them random games from like 9 o'clock in the morning till 11 at night.
No, it's not. It kicks off at 10.
Right, okay.
And the last game's on at 7, so it finishes at 9.
I wasn't far out.
No,
I said 9 to 11. I'm like 1 hour out each end. But yeah, so that is basically on in the house all the time. But
World Cup.
I know, but it's, so there's some games. Actually, I'm getting quite into it. I was feeding Edward on the sofa the other day. You wasn't around. You was doing something, and I was like, "Did you see that really good goal?"
Yeah,
I think was it Japan?
It's because it's on in the background.
It's on in the background. You can't help but look.
I think it's Morocco, wasn't it?
Morocco, that's it. And then I keep asking you loads of questions like, "Why are all these goals being disallowed?" And
VAR.
Like,
You don't like VAR.
But what I don't understand. Right, listen, I'm not football professional, guys.
Nobody likes VAR.
But why is VAR so strict? Like back in the day, obviously it was just
it was all
goal,
done by
no goal, penalty.
No, because it was all done by the naked eye. So it was a linesman that would, his judgment would be that it was offside or not offside.
But surely that
now they go back and check it on video.
What would you
say?
So
if it's a fraction off, they chalk the goal off.
Does that, because you play football like recreational on a Monday night, you don't have VAR, obviously.
Yeah, but ours is not like that. We're not playing like full level.
No, but what I'm saying is does it take the fun out of it if every time you're VAR'd?
Yeah, like the players would say it. They go to celebrate and then they're not sure whether it's going to get.
So basically, that's what's annoying me about the World Cup. I feel like I'm watching it, but the game is stop-start all the way through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why they're adding on so much injury time in all the games now as well.
I mean, I watch so much of it. Maybe I could end up one day being one of those female sports presenters on Sky Sports News.
Yeah? Is that the route you want to go down?
Well, I feel like I know a lot of the footballers' names. I really understand the game and the rules. And there's just a bit of chat about, like, kind of your opinion, right?
Yeah. You'd be like the new Kelly Dalglish.
I always say you could be, is it called a pundit?
Pundit, yeah.
Pundit.
No, but pundits are generally ex-pros.
Ex-pros, right, okay. You're not an ex-pro. We all know that. What I'm saying is you know everything about football from probably the 80s onwards. Or
90s.
90s.
90s was my era, yeah. I'm not that old. I'm 88.
Yeah. How old are you now? 33? 34?
34.
You're 34. When we met, I was 24.
I was 26. 26, I think it's 26.
Wow, we was little spring chickens.
Yeah. Oh, was you 23?
No, because... No. Maybe.
I think you was 23, I was 26.
We met in
I'm
the
3 years older than
October.
you.
Anyway, 6 months later, we fell pregnant with baby Paul. It was just meant to be. So would you say you've changed since we first met?
Matured? Like a fine wine?
Fine red wine.
I think I've gone a lot greyer.
You have gone a lot greyer. When you look at the pictures, I'm just used to this now. But when you look at pictures, your hair was actually just all dark brown.
But the maddest thing is, at that point in time, I thought my hair was grey. So, like, at the time, I was like, oh, my hair's quite grey. But now when I look back, you see how dark it actually was compared to now. Now it's like pure white.
It does suit you, though. Well, it's more like salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, yeah.
It does suit you. Just need to thicken this bit a bit more, don't we?
No, it's fine.
You've got them... I bought him this, like, roller thing, and it's meant to, like, penetrate. It's got little pins in it, and then you rub the oil in to penetrate the hair growth on top. Have you used it? There we go. For those that are listening, that was a no. He hasn't used it.
Well, them routines and stuff, they're hard to keep up.
And you need to take your collagen.
I know.
I've told you this.
I started.
It's got hydrolyzed keratin in it. It's got all the vitamins that you need. Do you want to start right now?
No. Should I?
Yeah, come on. Start right now.
I haven't tasted one for a while.
We're an award-winning collagen brand, ingestible.
Can you open it for me?
3 times, actually. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, very.
He's proud of me, but this is 3 years and he's finally... What do you think?
Oh, it's disgusting. That's nice. I've had it, but it's stop-start.
Huh?
I've had it, but it's stop-start. I've never done it consistently.
We need to do it consistently, and then I promise you'll see some hair growth, and it will smooth out some of these fine lines you've got going on here.
I'm not worried about the fine lines. Character.
Actually, for the listeners, what does that taste like? Because it's not disgusting.
No, I don't actually know. I can't put...
It's berries, tropical fruits.
Yeah, but it doesn't really taste like tropical fruits.
It's going again. That is the most annoying noise. Do you know how loud that's going to be when someone's listening to a podcast? Okay, enough now.
I can't think what that tastes like.
Tropical fruits?
No, it's not. It's got like a bit of a tang to it.
Anyway, moving on. We'll come back to that. We'll see if you get some hair growth.
Yeah.
Because there could be some men listening to this that...
What would you do if I took it and all of a sudden my whole hair went black?
It could happen, you know. Who knows?
Beard went black, hair went black. That'd be hilarious.
Right, okay, so quickly back on to the World Cup, because I know it's a subject that you enjoy. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup? Oh, there's a game on tomorrow night, isn't there?
England, Wales.
Right, who do you think is going to win that?
Massive game that is. Well, England, obviously.
Unfortunately, you're going to be really late for that game.
Why is everything that we've booked around the England games?
The England games aren't in the shared diary, so I don't know to book and not book things when it's not in the family calendar.
I should have put them in. That was a bad mistake.
So we go in. Well, I spoke about this before actually. So we're going skiing in December with friends, and booked in a couple of ski lessons for the kids because we've never been. Well, Paul has, but me, Paul, and Rosie have never been skiing before. So I thought get a couple of lessons in to give them a bit of a head start. And one lesson was last week, which we completely missed because Paul was stuck on the M25 with these protesters or whatever happened for like 5 hours. And then the next one is falling on tomorrow night when
England Wales is on.
England Wales is on. But you can put it on your phone, can't you?
Yeah, I could, but...
Well, right, the
I'd just
skiing
rather
lesson...
be back and plotted up for it, ready. Because this is a big game.
I know it's a big game, but I can't lose another ski lesson. I've already lost one.
Yeah. I think always have to
Maybe we should just call in one of the mums. Mind you, my mum can't because she's on baby watch.
Oh, well, Billie, yeah.
My phone's on loud all night now because...
Just in case she rings.
And I never sleep even with my phone near me, let alone on loud. And throughout the night, you must get like emails from like brands or, you know, like they hit at midnight and all of a sudden I keep hearing my phone pinging. It's really disturbing. We've got 1 week and this week's really busy. So I really hope it comes before we go skiing because that's the point. If the baby doesn't come before we go skiing, I must do. Like, it's 2 weeks from now.
I know, but that's a due date.
Technically, I won't be able to go.
Don't she generally go over?
She does. I technically won't be able to go because I'm one of her birthing partners.
Are you going there when she's giving birth?
Yeah, obviously. I've seen Nellie and Arthur being born. She's seen all 3 of mine. Actually, she didn't get to see Paul, but she saw Rosie and Edward. Anyway, her actual due date, we're at Lapland, UK.
Oh my gosh.
So I might have to shoot off. Who knows? The day before that, I've got that really, really big, exciting night out at the British Fashion Awards. We've bought a box, Revive Collagen, and it's huge. And the thing is, if the baby comes, I'll have to leave. And I'll be like full glam. Can you imagine? Rushing to the hospital.
In
a gown and hair and makeup.
Heels.
And what else is in that week? Rosie gymnastic competition, that's fine. Yeah, the rest of the week's all fine. The only 2, which would be a bit of a faff, is coming from...
So wait, if we're going skiing and she's not giving birth yet, you're going to cancel it?
What am I supposed
So I'm
to
going
do?
to drive all the way there tomorrow and risk missing an England-Wales game to maybe not even wind up going.
But yeah, you will.
What?
You can go Paul Rosie.
Oh.
Yeah, not
okay.
all of us.
What a shame if you missed that.
I know, but what am I supposed to do? No, even worse, could you imagine if I went, right, well, I can't go because Billie's not had a baby yet. You go and then the baby doesn't come till after you get back from skiing.
Yeah, that'd always be the way though.
This episode is brought to you by Redbubble. Billie, you have so many people to buy for over Christmas, you must struggle to come up with gift ideas.
I do actually. I always want to get presents that are meaningful and have some thought behind them.
Exactly, which is why you should have a look at Redbubble. Redbubble is a global online marketplace that brings together a community of independent artists who sell unique designs on everyday products. So it's a really great place to find unique gifts this Christmas.
That sounds really good. So what kind of stuff can you get on there?
There are so many things on the site. There's clothing, wall art, stuff for your home, phone cases, stickers, accessories and more. So many things to choose from and lots of really unique designs. And the website is really handy. There's a gift section and it's called All Categorized. So you can find something perfect for everyone in the family.
That's really useful. It's great to find something different as well, isn't it?
Yes, and it's all designed by talented artists. You can even get fan art on there, so you can get something tailored to someone's favourite film or TV show with Redbubble's newest partner, Netflix.
Right, guys, we have a 20% off promo code for you, which is valid until the end of December. It's RBC-Sam and Billie.
That's RBC-Sam and Billie for 20% off. You can go to the episode description for the links and code. Do you know what? I've got pins and needles. That's why I put my foot there.
Have you?
It's really fuzzy.
If you put it right up in the air and get some...
My muscles are really tight.
Right?
Yeah. I think you need to start stretching me out a little bit. You know, I've done no exercise. I've done
stretch yourself.
like 2 little trampoline sessions, and that's all I've done since having Edward. It's really bad. We've got 2 weddings next year, guys, and we both want to hopefully look our best, right? They're never that long, you know, 6 months. 6 months.
Christmas would be gone and then it'd be like, right, 6 months.
And that's it, and you overindulge. Like, we've got all the ginger biscuits with all the chocolate and all the bits in. We had them last night, didn't we?
Christmas is a bad one.
Christmas is bad. Christmas pudding dinner. We were talking about it, actually, because I'm cooking this Christmas. We're having a quiet one at home. Paul's brother, his partner Claudia, and our nephew, little Tony, are staying over the night before, so we can all do Father Christmas in the morning, and then I'm cooking dinner, aren't I? We'll be catching Father Christmas on Candy Camera the night before.
Yeah.
Waking up, doing the presents, set the GoPro up, do the presents, and then get dinner on. But it's all the snacks and all the bits. Like, even I was at Billie's the other day and we had the Twiglets out. We had cheese and mini cheddars, and she had
bits.
all these picky bits. And then when it finally got to dinner, which was quite healthy, we had chicken salad and Mum done homemade chips. When it got to that, we was all like, all we've done is pickle day.
Yeah.
And like last night when I done that wreath making thing, I had a mulled wine, which I actually didn't fancy, so I only had a few sips, and then I had a cup of tea, mince pie. Can I just say something? My whole life, I've never ate a mince pie.
I've never ate a mince pie.
Right?
You really like them?
No, last year was the first year I had one, and then you sort of forget, don't you, the taste. I had one last night. It was delicious.
Really?
I finally love a mince pie. I think when you're younger, you think it's mincemeat.
No, you don't think it's mincemeat. It's got, what's it got in it? Like
It's fruit and...
raisins and stuff. Yeah.
But you do. Honestly, when I was younger, I had this vision of it being mincemeat with like a chutney in the pastry.
A cold mincemeat pie.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, no, not mince pie. But actually, they're delicious. And do you know what else I'm really looking forward to this year? Christmas pudding.
See, I don't eat Christmas pudding either.
But try it.
Yeah.
Because this is what I thought.
But I think your palate changes the older you get, don't it?
100%. My palate, I eat everything now. I enjoy all food. The only thing I'm not really that keen on is truffle.
Yeah, I don't like truffle.
I think it's
Too
a little
strong.
bit, and I think it ruins whatever it is that you're eating, because it just, that's all you taste, isn't it?
Overtakes all the taste of everything else.
But other than that, my palate is, But I'm really excited for the Christmas pudding.
Really?
Have you seen I already bought one?
Yeah, no, I already opened the cupboard the other day and it was sitting there looking at me.
But you know, Christmas puddings can last for like years.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, we haven't even started our Christmas shopping yet, have we? Actually, I have.
I've done a few Black Friday bits.
Anything for me?
More for the kids.
What did you get?
Just tracksuits, trainers,
Right,
bits and bobs, just stuff that they're going to need.
That's actually a point. Any Black Friday purchases? Do you know what? We needed to get a telly for the TV room.
We need a telly, yeah.
Did you find one?
No, I'd have to look.
It's Cyber Monday. This is the last day we can actually find a bargain.
I'll buy one this afternoon.
Because
we really need one.
Yeah. And we've been waiting because basically we're just about to renovate the TV room and we've been waiting for all this time to buy the TV because I was like, there's always really good sales on Black Friday on like electronics. Let's wait. And we've kind of missed the boat now. We've waited all this time.
No, we haven't missed the boat. We'll get it
we
today.
have to get it today.
Yeah, we'll get it today. It'll be fine. And it's perfect timing because we're having the works done.
Yeah.
And you buy the TV to get, so it's worked out fine.
Right, okay. Let's do one of the segments that we do on the show. So, last time we done Mr. and Mrs. So this is something similar, and this is who knows who better quiz. By the way, I haven't looked at these. This is the first time I'm looking at them, so I haven't prepared.
You've got the questions on there?
Yeah, I've got them here. Right. What's your partner's favourite film?
Oh, yours has changed a few times though. Like, you used to like weird things like Hunger Games and that.
I did actually.
And now...
You just need to give me one answer.
I'll say Love Actually is your favourite film.
I can't believe you said that. I was thinking, I know why you said that, you know.
Why?
No, you wasn't even there.
What?
At my sister's the other day, I went, let's put Love Actually on in the background. It's really lovely just to listen to and it's Christmassy. You're saying Love Actually because it's Christmas. And I was going to actually
But you do love that film, right?
Love that film. That's 1 point to
and
you.
I've never watched that film.
No, can we watch it this Christmas together?
Yeah.
Can you believe, guys, Paul's never watched Love Actually, ever.
It's not the kind of film that I would sit down and watch.
Right. 1 point to Paul. Well done. And yes, let's watch Love Actually this Christmas.
So is that the...
No, there's more.
I
need to answer for you now.
God, that's a tough one.
Really tough.
Because it depends on what
I know what I'm going to say.
Go on.
Twins.
Oh, legendary.
Yes.
What a film that is.
Is that
It's one of, many.
Okay, right. I think that's both a point.
Twins is definitely worth a point, yeah.
Right, okay.
Greatest film.
As a child, what did they want to do when they grew up?
Oh, mine's easy.
Footballer.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Mine's not so easy.
Really? Well, when I went into school the other week and I see what some of the kids have wrote for what they want to be when they're older. Yeah. And some of them have put like game maker or Pikachu hunter or all mad things. And I'm thinking, did you have a mad answer like that?
It depends what age category. When I was younger, I know what I wanted to be. But then as I got older, like teenager, I think I was a little bit lost. That's why I didn't really enjoy. I just wanted to get out and start earning money. Like, I didn't really have a set, right, I want to be an accountant, or I want to be a model, or I want to be, do you know what I mean? So go on, what do you think it is that I thought I wanted to be when I was younger?
Maybe like a S Club 5 type sort of child pop star, or...
S Club 5?
Whatever that was called.
S Club 7?
Yeah, them. That. Did you think you was going to be
want
that?
To be a pop star? I think that is very generic. You shouldn't really get a point for that. It was like Spice Girls, and yeah, everyone wanted to be a pop star. But realistically, I didn't really want to be a pop star. It was more like, being a pop star. But actually, when I was younger, I wanted to be a gymnast. I wanted to be an Olympic gymnast.
I think that's worth a point, half a point.
You
didn't want to be an Olympic gymnast because you stopped it when you was like...
Yeah, when I was younger. And then as I got older, I think my main goal was to be a mum. I really wanted to be a mum.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going to say that, play the piano or something.
No, I mean, like, I don't know, I got to an age and I always used to think, because we had always had younger cousins in our family, I used to always be like, I can't wait to be a mum.
Fair answer.
Didn't make the Olympic gymnast, but I did become a mum.
Yeah.
So
I get a point?
No, you don't get a point. So 2 to me, 1 to you. Right, what's your partner's shoe size?
I know yours.
What am I?
So I always buy your trainers 6.
Yeah.
39.
9?
No.
8?
Yeah.
Shit.
So... 2,
no, 10? I think sometimes you're a 9, sometimes you're an 8.
I'm an 8, 8.5.
Oh, I got it wrong. Right, so 2-2. Favourite meal? Curry.
Oh, I could say same back for you.
What are you going to say?
Yeah, I'll go with curry. I was going to say Chinese.
Guys, we
but
love a curry. No, I used to like Chinese, but since we've been together,
Curry.
it's all about the curry. I'd say at least once a week we get a curry takeaway.
Well, it started when you was pregnant with Paul, remember?
And I used to really want spice, didn't I?
Fancied it all the time.
Madras, the hotter, the better. Right, okay. So are we still even?
3-3.
What does your partner stress about the most? I know what yours is.
I don't know if you can say you stress about it the most, but you always picking your... So you're stressing about something which causes that.
What, picking out the eyelashes? Yeah, but that's more... That doesn't stress me out. You need to know
I think what stresses you out the most is messing the house.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is true. Do you know what, guys? Since we moved in here, we've got no joinery. Like, and I mean, I'm being honest. We've had no wardrobes, no cupboards apart from the kitchen, no like storage for toys. So we've been living in like it's been kind of organised. It's just that
stuff's out, so it's chaos. On the eye. You can see it.
Yeah, and I cannot. I've just had my wardrobe's been done, which is great, but like the kids haven't been done yet. And there's just stuff like boxes. The office is There's, if you could see this office, actually, we're sitting against a plain wall, but there's just stuff everywhere.
Yeah, but we've just had this room done, but it's not finished yet.
No, we need to get all the cupboards. And then the TV room's being done. That's going to have storage for toys.
It's just a process, ain't it? We've been doing bit by bit. It's difficult.
It stresses me out so much. And like some days I really go on the turn, don't I? When it's just too much. And I'm like, I just want like everything to have a place. Anyway, I know what stresses you out.
Go on.
Travelling. Come on, be honest. You get so anxious.
I don't.
Right, let's explain.
I actually don't. It's just you get the because I pack on the day or just before we're leaving.
Our listeners actually know this. He packs the morning of a holiday. Who does that?
I think it creases your clothes up less.
That is not true.
So the least time they're folded and in the case.
That is bullshit. I'm sorry. They're in the case. They're squished anyway. One day is not going to make a difference.
I just prefer it because for me it's just easier. You just open your case, put your stuff in it. You know you're taking, close it,
right, guys,
head to the airport. Done.
He packs before, but it's
because
not
I can't
only
put my wash bag and stuff in because it's stuff I need
does
before
this
we
thing.
leave.
He paces around the house the night before we're flying to go on holiday anywhere, and you're not really doing anything. You're just pacing about and you're like thinking and you're like tapping things and you're like, I've got everything. But then he hasn't packed.
I don't know if it's just me, but before you go on holiday, I always feel like it's a mad feeling that you need to get everything correct in your life before you go on holiday. It's like, right, that needs doing, this needs doing. So it's like you're almost making lists in your head. Stuff that's not really going to happen.
But it's really funny because you do all that when actually you're only away for like a week or 2 weeks. It's as if you're going away for like a couple of months.
I know.
But and literally until we're on the aeroplane, then he starts relaxing, or until you get to terminal. What's it? Heathrow Terminal 5, Fortnum and Masons, and he sits there and he has the cheese on toast, and then that's when he starts relaxing.
Holiday mode.
Right, okay. I think we both got a point there. How many GCSE passes did your partner get? I think you passed all of them, no? But you didn't get good grades. Did you get any fail?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'd have to try and dig them out. I don't know where they are, but...
Right, I got that wrong then. What do you think about me?
You've probably done all right.
I passed.
Like, decent.
I passed all of them.
So you got 10?
I passed all of them, but there was a couple D's in there.
Yeah, mine would have been all
mine was mainly C's and B's, and I got 1 A, and then there was 2 D's.
I got 1 C, that's for PE.
But I have to be honest, I mean, we're both probably the same. School wasn't really
No, it wasn't mine.
I was there for kind of the social side of it. And even leading up to those exams, those results were based on just my general knowledge of what I knew. I didn't do any revising. It wasn't for me.
It's like now when I look at the kids' homework and stuff, I think obviously when I was younger, but when you're in secondary, I don't think I've ever done homework.
I know, but it's different. Honestly, I can't believe Paul has this booklet of homework now once a week, and there's like 8 sheets in there. He's 6.
That's mad, isn't it?
He's 6. Like, I understand the reading and I understand the spelling test, but there's just like so many sheets of paper, and I'm like, it's just so much. All they want to do when they get home from school. And bearing in mind, Paul doesn't get home from school. He has a club. And Monday's always mad for us, and Rosie has gymnastics late. Wednesdays and Thursdays he has clubs as well. So by the time he gets home, he doesn't want to obviously sit and do homework. And then on a Friday, it's like, relax, it's the weekend. It's so hard to get him to do it. We was doing spellings this morning before the school run.
And to be fair, he was reading them in the car on the way, so they're fresh in his mind. And he went, Daddy, I'm really confident today. I was like, you're going to get 10 out of 10? He's going to get he's going to get them.
Definitely.
He knows them.
He got 9 out of 10 last week, and that strategy worked.
Yeah.
We done it the night before and then the morning of.
Yeah, because it's fresh in the mind.
Yeah, and then we've done that again today. So hopefully he gets 10 out of 10. He only got 1 wrong last week. So that's great. Okay, so you got that point. I got wrong, you got a point then. Right, favourite alcoholic drink? Shandy.
Shandy, yeah. I don't really like alcohol, if I'll be totally honest. I don't really like anything. I don't really like the taste of anything. I don't really like the taste of beer, so I'll have lemonade with it, shandy it up.
So that's why yours is a shandy. So that's 1 point to me. What about me?
Yours is a Monkey 47 and tonic.
High five. Basically, that's a gin and tonic, guys. But there's a brand of gin that I love, and it's called Monkey 47. If you haven't tried it, you must.
So I was very precise there.
It's delicious. Right, okay. So I think you won.
Win to me.
Only by 1.
Yeah, but a win's a win.
Well done. Winner, winner. Right, okay, dilemmas. This is going to be fun. It's great to hear a male point of view as well.
On what dilemmas?
Every week we do dilemmas, and our listeners send in a couple of dilemmas, and we have to kind of listen to it, chat about our thoughts, and try and come up with some kind of solution.
Okay.
So, okay. I really like a guy I met at work, and we've been texting quite a bit. I think he likes me too, as the conversation does get flirty. He hasn't asked me out yet. Shall I ask him? How do I play it cool and not look too eager? Tough one, because I was
eager,
all guns blazing, didn't care about how keen I looked, and it kind of worked in a weird way, because really that kind of approach doesn't work, does it?
Well, it can do. It depends. The confidence is a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's nice to be confident, absolutely. But I guess if they're at work as well, they might see each other every day. You don't want to be too keen because you're actually with each other. My keen was like the first night we met, I was sort of like all in. You knew I was attracted to you.
Yeah, all in.
All in. And then I had to ease up a little bit, although I was literally sitting by my phone all day waiting for text messages.
Yeah.
But I didn't give it, you didn't know I was sitting by my phone waiting for a message on loud, checking it. If I've got a service, if I've got a signal, turning it on and off.
I knew deep down I had a sense. Just played it cool. What was the question? What was she saying?
She wants to know if she should ask him out on a date. Coming from a man's point of view, what do you think?
Because she can do, but she's probably best off to wait.
Really?
Yeah. And not be too keen and see if he wants to
What
push
should
it.
she do to move things on a little bit? They're flirting. What about a little pinch on the bum?
Well, Christmas is coming up.
What?
No doubt they'll have some sort of works Christmas do.
Ah, yes. Wait until the works Christmas do.
Don't pull a mistletoe or something out your pocket or anything like that.
No, because that's really cringy. What about, just wait and then just have a few drinks, let the drinks flow, get chatting.
See how it goes.
Maybe a little kiss. Christmas kiss. Them work days are hilarious. I used to go to them when I worked at the bank.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, well, good luck with that. I hope he's the one. And Christmas is coming. It's nice to have someone for Christmas, a little Christmas flirt. Right, okay. In my boyfriend's world, this is second dilemma. In my boyfriend's world, me and our daughter are all he needs. This makes my heart so full. However, he doesn't have many friends. He doesn't need them, he says. He isn't bothered, but I have a lot, and I love weekends with the girls, cheeky dinners and cocktails here and there, a weekend in Butlins, barbecues, etc. It bothers me he doesn't. Is that normal? I want him to go out with his mates so he doesn't moan when I want to go out with mine. He isn't bothered about seeing my mates too and will only come if I drag him. Why are you laughing? Am I being a donut, or is this valid that this should annoy me?
No, he sounds alright, to be fair. That listen, you don't want a big circle of friends. Keep your circle small, so that's great.
This is typical man. This is going to be a typical female answer and a male answer, but this is great. Go on, carry on.
He's not going to be over the moon that she's out constantly with her friends on weekends when he probably wants to do like family stuff or whatever. So that's quite annoying. Then he doesn't want to get dragged along to stuff to do with her, which I completely get because you don't.
Right, okay. I understand. Look, us mums do need a little release, and we really do. Like when I think about it, I'm actually going out Friday, girls, and I can't wait. But prior to this Friday, the last time we went out was when we went for dinner. The 8 of us couples. When was that? 2 months ago?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
2 months ago. So I haven't been out in 2 months. And everything we do, obviously, is based around the children. We always do things with friends that have got children, and that's great. But sometimes we do need to let our hair down, don't we, girls? But men, I don't know if this works for everybody else, but I feel like men can come and go as they please anyway. So when it's like us and we want to go out, it's like, yeah, come on, like, you know, it should be like, go and have fun, you know, don't worry about the morning. I've got this. You have your hangover. Whereas men can go out like whenever they want. Like you don't have to like ask, you can just do it. Like we have to like prepare. We have to make sure like everything's organised, and it's just not really like that. Anyway, going back to this, I know what she's saying. Obviously in this situation, maybe she goes out a little bit more and he doesn't at all, and she doesn't want to feel guilty for going out. But
yeah,
he
the
should
only
make
reason
her
she
feel...
wants him to go out more with her friends is so she can go out more with her friends.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't really like going out at all.
No, he obviously doesn't. But what I'm saying is she's saying, I wish he would go out with his mates more, because then that will give her an excuse to go out with her mates more. Do you know what I mean? And he's probably thinking, oh, it's a bit childish. You're out all the time.
But we don't know how often she's out, so we can't...
By that, sounds like quite a bit.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they should together, I feel like, do some things together. It sounds like they need a little bit of parent time together, rather than always being with like the boys or the girls. Doing some nice stuff together might kind of
make that easier.
Make that a little bit, yeah. And then obviously, like I said, we do need our girls' nights. It's great for the boys to get together. And maybe if he doesn't never do it, I understand where she's coming from. Like you have quite a nice social life with your friends. If you didn't have that at all, I get that. Like it's like, come on, you know, go out and enjoy yourself. Go and see your friends. Go and chat. Go and play golf. Whatever it is that you want to do, you know. I do get that, because sometimes I feel like men, not all men, but you do hear those stories where men do kind of fall into like that parent, and then they kind of might lose their identity a little bit, because it happens to women. It also happens to men. So I think, yeah, maybe encourage him, then also do like date night a bit more. We need date night a bit more.
Bit more?
We never date night, guys.
We do enough.
But we're together all the time, so it's like...
Date night every day for us.
Not quite.
What?
It is. So when we went to the pub the other night, this is really funny. Paul, like, must have had, I don't know, 5 beers, whatever, I don't know what he'd had.
A couple of shandies.
A few shandies. Got home and we was, like, really giggling because Paul we was, like, chasing each other around the kitchen...
Butcher's block,
wasn't we? But it was so funny. It was like we was kids. But we...
You was chasing me.
I was chasing you. One too many gin and tonics. But it was funny because we don't ever really... Well, we do, but I'd say we go out together once in a blue moon. Usually
No, but whenever we're doing anything like that together, we're generally with other couples.
With other couples and the kids. And we was on Friday as well, but we got home and we was just really laughing and we was running around. It's nice to laugh together and have a few drinks. It was quite, what do you call it? Refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keeping the, what do you call it? The spirit alive.
Spark.
Spark. Keeping the spark alive. Bit of play fighting.
That's what you need to do, everyone. Get chased around the butcher's block. Keeps it going.
Basically, we was playing tag in the house, but it was really making me laugh because Paul is so much faster than me.
But you used to tell me you'd beat me in a running race.
No, I just mess around. But I'm
actually quite fast for how big I am.
But he takes it when we were play fighting. Got home from the pub, the kids we was all playing and whatever. But then me and Paul started play fighting and running around the house. But he is faster than me. But I find it so funny how serious Paul takes it that I'm hysterically laughing. So I can't run that fast. Do you know what I mean?
Get beat anyway.
There's one thing I would beat Paul in, and that's a swimming race.
We've had swimming races and I always win.
No, you're not. You're much heavier and denser than me. You're not as strict.
You start laughing and like drowning on the water and all that because you know I'm faster.
I do drown, but I am technically faster in the sport.
You know, once the competition kicks in, I'm all over it.
You're a faster runner than me.
I'm a faster swimmer.
But
you're a better swimmer than me, but I'm faster.
That's you, Paul. Your swimming technique isn't great.
No, it's not great, but I win.
To work on that.
I'll beat you.
You need to work on your swimming technique. Right, that's our dilemmas. Oh, ask us anything. Right, quickly, let's do this before we finish. We've done well. Edward's not awake. What is your most common argument? Who does most? We don't really argue, actually, guys.
No,
We're not. We
You kind of like to feel like you do the most, so I have to kind of let that one go. But you don't do the most.
I do, guys. I think that's it. That is it. It's like, I've done this today, you haven't done that, or I've done this all day, you need to hold the baby a minute, I need to shower, or that's the only thing. Other than that, we don't really argue. We actually get on quite well. Right. Does Paul have any advice for dads during the partner's labour?
Oh my gosh. That is literally... That's a hard question, isn't it?
I just think keep quiet.
You're very good in labour, so for me it's...
Yeah, because
I would say do like a 4 or 5 month extreme military training course before it. Something like that. Well, you stood up and give birth and was hanging around. I don't know how I was standing. I just planted and was like, think like a tree and just stand there. It was hanging around my neck. Afterwards, I was like, I thought my hamstrings were going to snap.
The next day, he was like, oh, I'm in so much pain. I was like, you're in pain?
I was in so
given
much pain.
Birth. I just think, so your advice is to what? Strengthen up?
Yeah, but ours was different. Ours was at home, so it depends on what. Yeah, like you say, maybe keep sort of quiet.
Keep quiet. Don't
Just
have
be
an
there.
opinion. Don't have an opinion. Be there for when they need. Massage when they want a massage.
Yeah.
Don't complain that your hands are aching.
Just be helpful.
Yeah. Don't do this. When I was pregnant with Rosie, in labour with Rosie.
That was so funny.
Paul's going to me.
Yeah, but we actually laughed about it at the time.
Yeah, but he was going. He was going, breathe in.
No,
breathe out.
Because she was going. Ooh.
Yeah, because that was my mooing.
Yeah, so I said, go. And he was like, can you stop that? You're breathing on my neck.
No, not only the breathing on the neck. He was trying to get me to breathe in his pattern.
Yeah.
I'm not breathing in your pattern. I'm in labour. I have to breathe how...
I was just trying to be helpful, but just don't do that.
Yeah, don't tell your partner, wife, girlfriend how to breathe.
I took you for a walk down the garden.
Yeah, that was nice. Right. Who is the stricter parent?
Me.
Yeah, you. Sometimes I think it's me, but actually it's you.
It's definitely me.
Yeah, I'm really soft.
So soft. Walk
Just
over.
always want to cuddle them and kiss them, make sure they're okay. Yeah, but it's quite good for one parent, but there's no point in us both being soft or both being strict. It's nice that you're the strict one and I'm the soft one. If you tell them off and they can come and cuddle me. 24 hours child free, how you spend it?
Ideally, if it was at home, just in the front room, telly on, football, order a curry.
This isn't a boys' day. This isn't a stag do.
24 hours child free?
Yeah, together. These questions
Oh,
are
together.
both for- Oh, actually, sorry. Poor audition.
What? What's funny?
These are your questions, and I've been answering them as well. This is actually
See, you always have to put yourself involved.
my question.
So, like I said, I'd be indoors, football on, in the front room, all nice, no noise. Order a takeaway, probably a curry. Just relax.
That's your every Friday night.
No, it's not.
It is. Wake up, soccer AM, bacon sandwich. Listen, you've got a really nice little setup on the weekend.
I haven't, but...
Right, if it was me, 24 hours, child-free...
They didn't ask you, they've asked me.
I know, but I was going to let people know. Child-free, pool-free. I definitely wouldn't be at home because then that wouldn't be 24 hours free because it's just impossible.
Yeah, because you weren't doing stuff.
I would go to the nearest, nicest hotel to us, which is Beaverbrook down the road. I would have...
She's already spent £1,000.
I know, breakfast, lunch and dinner there. 4 treatments. So I'd have like massage and then I'd have facial. Then I'd have like one of those like hydrotherapy kind of, I don't know, I'd just spend the whole day and I would do it all on my own as well. Just literally with my thoughts on my own. I'd eat on my own, everything.
Yeah, nice.
And then I'd get into bed. Oh, I don't even watch TV, so what would I even watch? I don't know.
But it'd be nice to just put something on in the background that you're not fussed about to just kind of
But
fall
I
asleep
would definitely do it out of the house because you couldn't. It's impossible to have time on your own when you're at home. And then maybe just like binge watch the Inbetweeners or something with me.
Inbetweeners? Oh my gosh, we went to a Lego event the other week and Sam, I've never ever seen her like this with someone. Which one was it? It's the one who always says that he gets all the birds.
Is it Jay?
It's the one who's always talking about how many birds he's got all the time. And
One
he's
sec.
like,
Jay. So James Buckley's name is.
that guy there, he was at the Lego event.
So Jay.
And you was literally, oh, that's him, that's that guy. And he's like, should I get a picture? Oh, that's my opportunity.
Right. I did get my opportunity. So, this is a true story. Who didn't love Inbetweeners? It was such an easy watch. Anyway, I always remember this time when it was before I went into Big Brother house, you're not allowed your phones or anything. You got to spend 24 hours like in this kind of like isolation away from media and things like that.
So you completed the Inbetweeners.
But you were allowed to have a laptop, right? We had no internet or anything on it, but you could download something on there. And I downloaded the whole, from start to finish, series of Inbetweeners. And it always reminds me a bit. And I just laughed the whole time. I was in the hotel room on my own.
You've got that kind of sense of humour though.
Childish. Yeah, my sense of humour is quite childish. And then anyway, when we was at this Lego event, he was in there. And I've never seen any of the Inbetweeners in real life. So I was a bit like a teenager, wasn't I? I was like, only because I loved that show.
Fangirl.
I was fangirl anyway. Every time he was walking, because it's like one big circle, the Lego store, then you kind of keep passing each other. And then every time we was passing him, I was looking back at Paul.
And he was eyeing up my Home Alone Lego set.
Yeah, he was actually. And Paul was just shaking his head like, what are you doing? But it was because I had this like nervous grin and I kept looking at Paul to say, there he is. Anyway, when the event was coming to an end, I was like, I should have got a picture. I've missed the opportunity.
You missed it.
But I've got like Edward in my hands, 2 kids, like, and then you just feel awkward asking for a photo because, yeah, I think he probably would have got one with me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but you never know. Some people say no. Noel Gallagher said no to Mum in Maldives.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He knocked on the door and your mum answered it in a towel and he was like, oh, wrong door.
No, when she asked for the photo, it was when it was like on one of the big
clubs. He asked after, but he was like, no, I'm on holiday, I don't do...
Was it Noel or the other one?
Can't remember.
Right, okay, and that's all we have time for today, guys. Thank you, Paul, for being
welcome.
our guest host today.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Are you going to do it next week as well?
How long's Billie for?
Well, we are going to take a Christmas break, but I feel like we could squeeze one more in before the break. Are we going to see you next week?
Depends if England get through. I could jet off to Qatar.
No, you're not. He actually thinks he is.
England-France quarterfinals.
Okay, if we make it to the quarterfinals, you can go. So we'll see you next week? Next week. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys. You can listen to the Sam and Billie show on Amazon Music ad-free. Thanks, guys. Bye.